Hello and welcome to our video. Today we have this March 2021. This is the Lexus NX 300h CVT, and this is the Takumi. The Takumi model is top of the range, and it's covered just over 50,000 miles with full Lexus service history. Just 2 owners from new, I think it is, or 2 former, I'm not too sure. We'll check the paperwork out in a second. Now, the car is also booked in for its 6th Lexus service, which we're going to do. It's not actually due to December, but we're going to get it done now. That will put another year's warranty with the manufacturer on the vehicle. The warranty on the Lexus and Toyota products will extend to 100,000 miles or 10 years. Each time you service it, they'll give you another year's warranty, and you just keep servicing it with them until it's up to 10 years or 100,000 miles. So you can't really get better than that, can you? Now, the Takumi package itself, if you were putting it on one of the base models or the F Sport model, they charge an extra £3,500 for that package. So as you can imagine, the Takumi is quite a few £1,000s more than either the premium. There's a premium plus model, I believe, as well. So that's why you'll see a variation in the prices. Depends how you've done your search on OCHRE or wherever else you're searching. As I say, Meteor Grey Metallic. The whole vehicle has had a full machine polish, rotary to take out the scratches, and then with an orbiting mop to give it a nice glossy shine, and then we mop it one more time with some wax, give it a nice buff, and that really brings out the paintwork really nicely. Now, at the front, if we start here, we can take a look around the front. We've got these really special LED lights, which also adapt to the road conditions and to other users on the road. So if there are headlights coming from the other direction, they will dip down. You've got LED running lights as well. Front and rear parking sensors, park assist, I believe it's got. And we've got 360 cameras all round. That big Lexus grille, which I think looks really nice. It really makes them stand out. I mean, a lot of the other vehicles on the road are getting bigger and bigger grilles, aren't they? Look at the BMWs now. Now look at the condition. There's no peppering on the paintwork or the headlights. Look how clear those lenses are. If we come up onto the bonnet, I'm just going to look off camera so I can see clearer. There is no nasty chips. What's that? No, there's a bit of fluff. Nothing on there, nothing up at the back. If we look up onto the windscreen, we've also got a heads-up display, which we'll try and show you inside, where it projects images as you're looking out the windscreen. There are front and rear cameras, which I think he purchased from Lexus. In fact, I think they are the next base ones. Yeah, it just needs a SIM card in there, and then you've got your own dash cam. We've got I think it's called the moonroof on these. Big glass roof with an electric blind. Now I'll just come down, show you down the side of the vehicle. There's no dents there. Just come round and show you this side. What a lovely looking vehicle. Now, these will average around about 37, 38 to the gallon, a bit more on a run, of course. Rated at about 197 PS. I think it's 194 brake horsepower. Now, if you do look at the BHP figures on these, remember they're quite weirdly shown, in all fairness. Sometimes you get like 3 different figures, and it's all because of the hybrid technology in the car. And they give the power from the engine, and then there's the combined power. So it is a little bit difficult, but we managed to work that out. Just under 200, basically. So a good amount of power. And these are obviously quite a bit heavier than the RAV4, which we've got over there, because the fuel economy differs a little bit. The Lexus is obviously the premium model, for the Toyota company. And it's just that little bit heavier. But everything on it, you know, from the window motors to the sunroof block, everything's smooth and it drives very smoothly. You can really feel the difference. And this has the Mark Levinson sound system, which is really special. It really fills the cockpit with a really full sound, very clear, and I'm sure you'd appreciate that. So now we've had a good look around the vehicle, like so. Let's take a look inside. Now we've got keyless entry. We can lock and open the car by either locking it or by pressing our finger on here, opening it with our hand in there. We have blind spot monitors on the mirrors, just on the end, which light up, obviously, when someone's in your blind spot, believe it or not. All of the door cards are in really nice condition. Might find the odd little tiny little mark somewhere. I can't see anything on this one. There is, however, a lot of reflection. Can you see that? That's not a mark. It's quite hard to show you, but it's the reflection from the silver being projected onto the leather. Let's get it back in focus. Come on, where are we going? Yeah. Yeah, that is, there you go. You can see it now. So that's not a mark on there. And like I say, the Mark Levinson sound system. Let's try and keep this in focus. Okay, so we've got this really nice leather on the seats, full electric seats. They're heated and they are chilled. So they have a fan that blows out through the perforations in the leather. Really nice quality. You can see the perforated leather now, and I will show you the button or the buttons that control all of that in a minute. This nice dark wood trim. Full set of mats. Now, if I come maybe over the top here, you might be able to see. There you go. Mark Levinson premium surround sound. And the nice leather dash. The bigger screen as well. Panoramic roof. The blind is closed over at the moment. And that dash cam does have a display on the back as well. In fact, if I come up onto the top here, you can just see got the heated seat on the left and then the fan blower for the cooling air on the right. And then our pad. There's actually a little mirror under that pad as well. We'll show you that in a little bit. All of the headlinings all in lovely condition. Right, so it's come out from there. Dan's going to open the other door. Again, door card is in really nice condition. And the seals here, no damage on them. Sometimes there's little dents from seat belts, but not on this one. Now, this is where the batteries are kept under the seat. That's why there's this air vent there. Look, that premium leather. Really nice. In fact, what we'll do, I'll get Dan to open the panoramic, the blind in a second. And then we've got heated seats for the rear as well. Just down here, no damage on there, look. All in really nice condition. In fact, do you want to open that blind, Dan? Thank you. And then if I pull this down, the center armrest, you can see we've got cup holders there. The rear camera, rear dash cam, and there goes back the blind. You can see that huge moonroof. Thank you, Dan. We'll leave that open for a second. Have you got the key? Thank you. And then I'm just going to check. I'm not too sure. Okay, so we'll open the boot. Just squeeze the handle once. And you can also lock the boot and the rest of the car from here as well with the lock button. And there's that dash cam for the rear. Oh, nearly forgot. We've also got a rubber boot mat to protect the carpets, a Lexus one, and that goes inside. Just wanted to show you all the carpets though. And everything under here. In fact, Dan, can you just come round on this side and hold that for me, please? Thank you. So we've got our spare wheel under there. We've got our, I think that's the triangle in there, in that package, never been opened. And then we've got the locking wheel nut and the brace and jack all in there. So that's the boot. Thank you, Dan. Also, the top of the back bumper, look, and the back bumper. No damage on there either. No scratches. We'll come round to the passenger side, driver's side, sorry. Passenger door at the back. Now, I think there are a couple of little, they're just like little impressions there. We couldn't really do much with that, but you don't ever really see them. It's just being transparent. Look at that. Everything's really lovely in there. All of the leather. And we're finishing the back. Thank you, Dan. And driver's door, just worth pointing out also, no damage down the edge there. And then the driver's door card. Now this is where we've also got memory positions for the seat. And then we've got the folding electric mirrors. Extra speakers. Again, the sill on the side, all in really nice condition. And the leather seats and lumbar support we've got there as well. All the badges on the side, they're all there. No damage on the bolsters. And the steering wheel. Got the adaptive cruise control, lane assist. It will also keep you in the middle of the lane as well. I'm going to jump in right now. I've got the key in my back pocket, I think. Yeah, I have. Okay, so that's turner on. Power. There we go. Now, there you go. We're lined up now. So there is the, let me see if I can, that's the projector, look. So that looks like it's just over the top of the bonnet, doesn't it? They give you speed, the gears, and you can select different options. So if we come down here, we've got cruise control, and then these buttons here. This is for the adaptive, the radar of the cruise control. This is to turn lane assist on and off. Now with the lane assist, if you don't indicate, it will pull you back into the lane. We've got paddle shift as well on here. We've got the fog lights there, and then we've got heads up display. The brightness you can adjust, the display, and turn it on and off. Let's just see if we can get that back in focus. So let me zoom in. There we go. Display. There's one display, I think. Yeah, that's the power. That's the engine, the revs. Or charging. That's the eco one. You just keep pressing the button, it all changes. And then these buttons here are for the centerpiece here. So there are lots of settings here. Press and hold. That's for the height of the tailgate. If we go up, the clock, road speed awareness, the speed of the road, speed warning, collision from the rear. Which one's this? That's a warning for the, I can't remember which that one that is actually. There's so many. That's collision. Oh, sorry. collision from the front, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure. Like if you go into there, look, you can have lane center, steering assist on, vibration, lots of safety features in here, and meter settings. You can change what's displayed on the pop-up display, etc. So lots of options in there. And electric column adjust. The steering wheel will come out, in and out, and up and down. We've got this really nice Lexus clock, analog clock in the center there. And as I was pointing out earlier, this is where you can turn like the fan for the seat on, and you can have it heated as well. And you've got both sides there. And then this is the temperature, which also comes up on the top here. Now down here we have our different drive modes. We have brake hold, so this will hold the handbrake, and then when you touch when you come down to a junction, it'll hold the handbrake, and then when you touch the accelerator, it will release it all automatically. Electric vehicle mode for low speeds, and then we've got our eco settings. So if we go over to eco, it goes blue on here. Press down for the medium setting, and then over to the right for sport. And you can see it all comes up on here, what mode you're in. Excuse me. And then we have our Mark Levinson sound system, which I'd love to play for you, but YouTube won't allow it. It will have a hissy fit. And you'll only hear it at the quality of the speakers that you've got anyway. Now, this is where we have a touchpad. So we go to menu. And let's get this in focus for starters. And then you can move across. I'm pretty sure this one does have Apple CarPlay. Yes, I'm sure it does, this one. So menu, you can split the screen as well. You can go to climate. There are so many different options in here. We'd be here all day. But you can also split the screen like so. That's showing you where the power's coming from. Now, down here, this actually lifts up. You've got a mirror. Little secret stash there. Cup holders, of course. And then we've got a wireless charger. Let's turn that off, actually. And then USB ports in there as well. I mean, this car is really loaded up. And the locking wheel nut's actually in here, along with the books. This is all leather as well. Auto dimming mirror. And the amount of light coming in here from this big moonroof is really, really nice, because obviously it's black with a cream roof. I'm just going to move the seat down. Oh, just spotted some more buttons. Now we have the auto headlights. We've got the blind spot monitors. So that's the ones on the end. So that will spot any traffic on the outside. We can open the tailgate down there. We've got heated steering wheel, and then we've got view. And this is where I'll give you like a panoramic look around the vehicle. Let's take a look at that. Trying to work out how we... Ah, there we go. Different views, just looking over here, look. Now, once that's done, if I put it into reverse for a second, we then get the 360 view on the left and the reverse view, and we can change these views for wider. You can just see that is changed here. Now, if we go over to this left, we can look at the front of the car, press down. We can go, we've got the back of the car already, but we can look down from above. And I think, oh no, It's front and rear on this one. On some of the bigger, the RX, I think you can do the corners. But you shouldn't hit anything, put it that way. Plenty of viewpoints there. Okay, I think we're pretty much done for in here. All the mirrors and the lights like so. Lovely and clean in here. Again, I'd love to sort of put the stereo system on, but like I say, YouTube won't like that, so we can't do that. Oh, the cruise control. Actually, let me just see if that feature will come on. Please pay attention. Okay, let's see if I can do this. There we go. You can adjust the distance that you sit behind the car in front with the radar cruise control. Let me just come out of here. Now, when you go to the left, we've got different views up here. In fact, when you go down, and then we come across the sound system, the radar, messages, and then back to settings. Okay, and you can see now that the engine's started, the engine is charging the battery, and when you're coasting, the wheel will then charge into the battery. When you want power, you'll get power from the engine or the battery or both. Okay, so that's shut her down. And we've got easy entry and exit. So as I turn the engine off, then the seat actually moved back automatically to make it easier for me to get out. Now, I'll tell you what, Dan, did we all have a quick look under the engine bay? So we'll pop that. Now, I do know that under this engine bay, there is a lot of aluminium parts, which, well, you'll see for yourself. Let me just, there we go. So nice and clean. With aluminium or alloy, you always get this tarnishing. It happens on the Mercedes as well, on the later ones. But there's nothing you can really do, and you can't polish it, but it's all nice and clean under there, all in really nice condition, as I say. And take a look up under there. So there we have our engine bay. Now, before I forget, because I usually do, I always get this stuff out. So it is just one former keeper on this one, because it says so just there. So 2 owners in total. It might have even been a demonstrator. Full Lexus service history, 5,700 miles in 2022, and then later in 22 at 15,000, and in 23, 24, just under 25,000, then at 34 in February 24, and then December 24, and then it's going to be done now, and it's done, as I say, 50,000 miles. So really good service history. I think it's a really good colour, this as well. I think it looks really sharp, and it's easier to keep clean than some of the other colours. So there we have it. I know that we didn't look around the wheels. They're all immaculate. I've taken pictures, so you can go through the pictures. And we've got to end the video there because we've got to pack up because it's at the end of the day and it's going to be dark in a minute. So thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. If you have any questions about finance or anything like that, just give me a call. I'm more than happy to speak to you. Take care now. Thanks for watching and hope it's been helpful. Bye.